Greetings to all! Welcome to Tahiti Monday. I am Shenanigans, and in this series of This Is How I Do It, I am going over Hearthstone's League of Explorers.
Oh, yes!
This video will be about the Temple Escape in the Temple of Orsis.
Got the first piece. Now we gotta get out of here before we get squished.
The temple has no deck and no health. Instead, you must survive for 10 turns. Each turn, the temple uses its hero power to create a new challenge and to summon an unfairly strong minion. And I do mean unfair. I guess it was bound to happen sooner or later, so we're gonna have to get her out of the way now. We're going Freeze Mage. For our freezing cards, we have Ice Lance, Frostbolt, Snowchugger, Frost Nova, Code of Cold, Water Elemental, and Blizzard. For further protection, we have the following cards. Mirror Image. If you have it, you could put in Ice Block. If you don't, that's okay. We have Vaporize and Kirin Tor Mage. If you don't have Ice Block, you could use Polymorph. Both work very well. Finally, we have some extra finishers, and that comes in the form of Unstable Portal, Arcane Intellect, and Flame Lance. The deck is pretty much straightforward, you just have to time a couple things properly. Let's get into it.
Jaina versus the Collapsing Temple!
You asked for it.
For your starting hand, we're looking for direct removal and cheap spells. Kirin Tor Mage with Vaporize is a great combo, as is Mirror Image with some early freeze spells. I prefer to gain a mana crystal on the first pick, as being able to play more expensive spells sooner gives you much more control over the board. Secondly, I like taking the risk of taking 10 damage over the guarantee of taking 5 damage. Remember, you don't have to win every game, you just need to win once, so why not go for the big one? The mid-game starts once you have the boulder. From this point on, you just need to survive. Also, don't forget to play your minions to the right of the boulder, unlike this moron. Use Ice Block, or if you don't have it, Ice Barrier and Vaporize to keep yourself alive for the initial phase. Don't worry about how low your health gets, just make sure you survive. Not taking damage isn't as important as preserving your cards like Blizzard and Frost Nova. These two cards have very specific times to be played. With your health likely low at this point, gaining 10 health is the better option here. You won't need to worry about creating the 10-10 minion, as all minions will be destroyed next turn. Simply use your first freeze card, whichever one you happen to have, and let the temple take care of the rest with the collapsing of the ceiling. This will allow us to have an empty board going into the final phase of the game. The late game usually goes smoothly as long as you have your second freezing card. Or if you're lucky enough to have 3 freezing cards, you've already won. The first minions out are 2 6/15s. This is why you want to have gained 10 health. If you don't have the cards to stop the 2 6/15s from attacking you, just take the 12 damage. Remember, you only need to survive. When you get to the last option, choose to skip a turn. The fewer turns you need to survive, the more success you will have. Use your last freeze cards and take the victory.
It just says don't go here.
And that is how I did it, the Temple Escape of the Temple of Orsis. I hope this guide has been helpful in showing you the path to victory. Have fun making your own variations on this deck, or use different characters to make a similar, maybe even more powerful version than mine. Some other decks you could try are a taunt minion-based deck, using as many cheap taunt minions as possible, with either the Paladin's Equalization combo, or the Warrior's Brawl and other removal spells. For these decks, however, you should select the card drawing options rather than the healing options, as you will need blockers each turn for each minion until and after you play your mass removal cards. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next installment of Tahiti Monday, The Uldaman.
We made it! Oh, I never thought I'd be happy to see this desert. Desert. Oh, I think I need water.